This Labubu obsession is insane. From people spending thousands on these toys to turning to a life of crime just to fuel their addiction, these little gremlins with demon eyes and razor-sharp teeth are all the rage nowadays, with hundreds of different variants of Labubus, and everyone from celebrities like Rihanna to your friend's mom are just obsessed with them. Labubus have taken the world by storm, but what I want to find out is, what is it hiding? This suspicious gremlin must be hiding a dark secret. Just how can this inanimate plastic furball command a whole army of fans that will stop at nothing to get their hands on the latest version? A lot of this has to do with blind box culture, and we'll also look at just how insane this Labubu invasion has gotten. Let's talk about how Labubu went from this silly little toy to a polyresin parasite feeding off your soul. Created by Hong Kong artist Kassing Leung in 2015, Labubus were originally part of a lineup of monsters figurines inspired by Nordic folklore and mythology. Must have been one heck of a sales pitch. Like, you know what toys would sell really well in China? Nordic folklore, okay? Like, why don't we just get Thor in here? I'd buy a Chris Hemsworth figurine, that hot son of a... But like all good things, corporate hands soon found their ways around it. The corpos got to it, let me tell you. And in 2019, Chinese toy distributor Popmart got involved, and they have grown huge since, with a market value of $43 billion and raking in $1.8 billion in revenue in 2024. And I thought the toy industry was dying. I'm looking at you, Toys R Us. Suddenly, Labubu wasn't just a quirky monster no more. No, he was a brand, a market, and even a god. There are hundreds of types of Labubu out there, and some people have dedicated their lives and wallets to collecting every single one. They've done collabs with brands like Coca-Cola, which I admit, I kind of dig that. And also Vans, One Piece, and Kobe Bryant. I don't know how to collab with him from the great beyond for that one, but they did. To understand why Popmart can make so much from this, and how Labubus got as big as they are, we need to look at how Labubus are sold. Mostly sold in blind boxes, this is a lottery type system used by Popmart in a lot of their toys, where you buy a box without knowing which version of a toy is inside of it. I have some of these too, like my Marvel one over here. And it's Tom Holland. There we go, Tom Holland. And I'm gonna put him right there. There we go. This is surprisingly addictive for customers, as they actually carry the possibility of carrying a rare figurine. I know, don't take it too seriously, let people enjoy what they want. But if you're on your 12th pre-order and you still haven't seen that rare Labubu in person, maybe it's not joy. Maybe it's a symptom. Blind boxes, I swear, these can be some diabolical motherfuckers. They use this Pokemon card style of opening up a packet without knowing what's inside. It's basically gambling is what it is, okay? But instead of getting a dopamine hit from flying colors and most likely losing all of your money, you get a little monster shit that might not even be the one that you wanted. You could be getting a Labubu, a Lafufu, Gabagool, Wawiwa, or what have you. I don't know. You don't know until you buy one. You're basically one of those old Chinese aunties that you see at a casino in like an empty Vegas. It's the same fucking thing, and it's just feeling addiction, okay? You still want some Labubus? Even Mr. Beast has one of these coming out soon. Like, why? So you buy a blind box and you open it and it's not the one that you want. So you're sad and it incentivizes you to go out and buy another one in the hopes that you'll actually get it this time. There are some shops that will actually let you go in and just trade it in for another open one, especially if it's one that you already have. And I gotta say, shout out to those shops, you know? Now you may be wondering, how are blind boxes so successful at sucking people into this black hole of overconsumption? They use a little something called FOMO, or fear of missing out, which is something that a lot of companies actually use. It gets you hooked, and it promotes the idea that if you want to fit in with the crowd, you need to get something. And that something in this case being a Labubu. But where they take it too far a lot of the times is the limited drops, like once it's all sold, it's gone forever. It's basically artificial scarcity, where it seems like something is rare, but it isn't. And it takes advantage of herd and gambler mentality to just keep you coming back for more. In reality, it's just the variant of the same ugly, cheeky gremlin who's basically laughing at you as you pull him out of the box. It's looking at you like, really? You just spent $50 on me? Going into a Pop-mart must be like going to a Vegas casino for some of these people. And it's not just Pop-mart, but things like Pokemon cards. Your favorite luxury brands, they all use FOMO to some degree. With all this overconsumption, we can expect to see like thousands of these hideous fuckers in a landfill in like a decade. Probably next to those Stanley Cups from last year. They tell you it's just a limited supply drop, and all this does is it just encourages the scalpers and the resellers. They'll line up in front of the vending machines for hours, clearing out all the Labubus just to resell them on the secondhand marketplace for crazy prices. Like, just look at the price of Labubus on eBay. Like, my god. Many Labubus, especially these rare ones, will sell for like thousands of dollars. For a fucking Labubu. Jesus, that's like what some people make in a month. But seriously, who is the poor addict that is buying these things? You know there's some guy looking at this online right now being like, but they're such a good deal. I don't know why I just made him sound like Jennifer Coolidge. The world's most expensive Labubu was also auctioned off in Beijing to a shocking $150,000. Is everyone okay? And just like every other trendy obsession, we need to talk about the fandom, because they definitely take it too far sometimes. It's more than just fandom, it is a downright cult at times. The Labubu fanbase, unfortunately, is often less cute collectors and more cheerful cult with a plastic overlord. Labubus have officially taken over the public space, from celebrities showing off their collections to Labubu raves. The fuck is a Labubu rave? Is it like a party where you bring your Labubus or something? I swear if there's a Labubu mascot, I will lose my shit. Wait, I just found an event description for a Labubu rave in Toronto. Unleash your inner Labubu and come with your Labubus and let them dance wild. Labubu giveaways every hour. Photo ops. They also have some sort of Labubu performance. Like what, these furry bitches will just bounce around and sing like a chipmunk? This is so stupid. I love the comments on here. It's like, bro flipped you off. I can't. And some people get so obsessed with these things that they make custom outfits for them. Like a Chanel purse and a Gucci shirt. Which, not gonna lie, I find that to be hilarious. And the only good use for a Labubu, okay, as your miniature clothing models. Like, look at that. Like, this little fucker is dressed up better than me. Wait, is this a whole clothing shop just full of Labubu clothes? Or maybe that's just where Kevin Hart shops. Also, someone made a retro Fantastic Four Labubu. That makes me actually want one now, not gonna lie. Not only can you collect Labubus, but you can also eat them. That's right, you can get Labubu gummies, Labubu cookies, donuts, pancakes, Labubu coffee. And if you want some home DIY, you can learn how to make Labubu toast. The most insane one for me has got to be the Labubu Dubai chocolate crumble cookie. Like, my god, that is just 2025 in a single food item right there. Well, that has to be fake, right? There's even a only eating Labubu challenge.
Only eating Labubus for a day. These are both from Elk Grove Donuts. Shout out to them. I went to my local boba shop because they were having these Labubu jellies that you could put on top of your boba. We tried to pick it up and it immediately just fell apart. Our Labubu went bye-bye.
Girl, I would have asked for my money back, okay? The store's making you put the Labubu in?
Anyways, that's all I got. This is a really silly idea. Bye.
Wait, that's all she ate for the day? And don't even get me started on Labubu tea time.
Come with me to a Labubu lunch.
Hi, all the Labubu freaks. Yeah.
Girl, we're gonna drop her off at daycare, Miss Thing, so she can hang out with all her other brothers and sisters.
Labu, Labubu, Labubu time. Woo!
I don't even know what I just witnessed. But I'm glad Gia Gunn is out there doing something, I guess. I mean, it seems like a fun little party, okay? But it's just not for me. Now let's talk about some of the collectors.
I have spent over $700 trying to get the pink Labubu bro. Like, I swear to God, if I don't get it this time, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh my God, please, please. Oh my God, please. Ah! Gray! I didn't want a gray one! It's always gray! I don't want the gray one!
That has to be a parody, right? Like, right? There are tons of videos of people on TikTok just doing their Labubu unboxings, and half of them, I swear, use this one single song.
Labu, Labu, Labubu.
In doing research for this video, I too have been brainwashed by this song now. Long live Labubu. They say if you collect them all, Labubu appears in your dreams. They say if you don't, he appears anyways. Similar to the Pokemon model, Popmart also has their own vending machines, called Robo Shops. There used to be one at this mall near me, and every one of these things will be wiped clean like hours in. Just like with Pokemon scalpers, people have been known to get crazy at these vending machines.
So the resellers are buying all of the Labubu stuff. Yes!
Yes, I applaud this. Boo the resellers. We really need to bring back public shaming. Speaking of scalping, these guys really are just the worst. It's legitimately depressing just how many activities and hobbies have been ruined by scalpers and resellers who are only jumping on these things just because they are trendy. Like, f you.
Security cameras. Ma'am? Or actually as that woman. Ma'am, can I speak?
She's literally in the picture.
She's gonna attack me. Are you gonna let me speak or not? Are you gonna let me speak or not? The fact that you're not removing her from the mall for
I'm not doing nothing wrong.
threatening to attack me,
ma'am,
is
Good God, that's just embarrassing. Like, grown women literally fighting each other over Labubus. Like, my God. Some might even pull up a chair and just go off for 4 hours straight. Also, have you ever been on the Popmart site? It's just horrible, and it's hard to find anything, and the first thing you're greeted with is, you are in the Canada. Like, what? Getting your hands on one of these monsters is not so easy. You've probably seen all of the crazy lines that fans would go into just to get their hands on these. But sometimes things get taken a little too far. Like in the UK, where Labubus have led to multiple incidents of fighting. It was only a matter of time.
Well, get this, in Britain, consumers are going crazy over the Labubu plush doll. There's been crowd shoving and reports of fighting in the long lines waiting for the collectible.
I love how the hosts are just laughing because the mere thought of fighting over Labubus is just so stupid. These fights actually have led Popmart stores to stop selling these for a couple of weeks. Do you remember that scene from Jingle All the Way where Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad are fighting a crowd just to get like Turbo Man? Well, seeing how Pokemon cards and Labubus have been making people behave, those scenes are accurate, okay? That was a documentary. There's just something about these little rat things that really infect people globally. In Singapore last year at the Pop Toy Show, reports of overcrowding, pushing, and overall disturbances led to the police being called, leading to the cancellation of the sale. Jesus, can you imagine being one of these security guards and having to risk your life for a fucking Labubu? Like, I mean, good God. People are literally losing their minds over this shit. And in Los Angeles, a Popmart store descended into chaos. During a Labubu drop, hundreds of people rushed towards the store before dawn, and Popmart later canceled the line, canceled the event, and then the LAPD were called. All of this for a Labubu. We're just lucky they don't react like sports fans to not getting a Labubu. Popmart would be gone, just like a vacant burnout. It seems to me that it's only a matter of time before someone fucking dies in one of these things. Like, do you remember when Black Friday used to be the deadliest day of the year to go shop? Where people would get shot over Xboxes and Barbies and shit like that? Nope, it's Labubus now. And not only are people getting crazy over these drops, but when they can't get a Labubu, some get very desperate. From people's cars being broken into for their Labubus, to tons of robberies, like these ones who were stolen off of a makeup store in Orange County, California. But it's just happening all over the world. From claw machines in Hong Kong and Malaysia, to all the way in the United States and the UK, it just seems like criminals everywhere are just as obsessed with these sharp-toothed monsters. Labubu theft has become so rampant, in fact, that some owners are now considering insuring their Labubus. Which, you know, life is expensive enough. You really want to add protecting your fur toys to your bills? Huh? Also, can you imagine if someone keeps faking their own Labubus getting stolen so that their insurance will keep giving them money to buy more? That's the ultimate grift right there. In California, police recovered $30,000 worth of Labubus that were stolen from a warehouse. The Chino Police Department showed a photo of 14 boxes full of Labubus and found evidence that they were planning to resell them all around the country. Scalpers, I tell ya. In another incident in Los Angeles County, are all of these Labubu criminals just in like California or something? Because I swear this is the third story that we've talked about that takes place in Cali. Masked thieves stole $7,000 worth of Labubu during a break-in. And it's not just the Labubus that are getting hit hard, but Popmart in general. In the UK, a lorry full of another Popmart line called Hirono's was raided by criminals, resulting in a haul of 150,000 pounds. If the first Fast and Furious movie was made today, you know, like Vin Diesel just busting DVD players in the 2000s, today it will be Labubus. And in Shanghai, China, police have busted a gang that was selling counterfeit Labubus. 8 people were arrested and 5,000 fake toys that were worth 1.7 million USD were recovered. And that's just what they were caught with. You're telling me these guys definitely had like $2 million worth of fake Labubus at some point? Lafufus? More on that later, okay? Some of those are some true uggos. As if Labubus didn't already make people go crazy enough, there are now people on TikTok claiming that they are demonic, like some conjuring shit. Yeah, right, look at that. Does that look evil to you?
Those Labubu dolls are demonic. Get rid of them. If you look at the original story, the person who invented the Labubu, where he got the idea from, it originates from a monster that resembles the devil.
Some of those linking these to demons are now starting to burn them. Like, what?
People are now burning and getting rid of their Labubu dolls after learning that they are demonic. And some people claim that they've seen them moving around the house to different locations. As you can see, this woman right here is having a hard time burning hers right here, so she just decides to rip it to pieces. Though the curse is probably still with her. And I believe the CEO said it was this one right here. This is where he got the whole idea for the look of the Labubu dolls. But other people say that it's actually this one here.
Someone better call Zach Bagans and just add it to his demon doll collection. Can you imagine Zach Bagans investigating this being like, Labubus, if you're here with us, make a sound. Or let's talk about the man who borrowed money from loan sharks to fuel their Labubu addiction. In May of 2025, a Malaysian man named only as Chen, guy's got a single name like Cher. Do you believe? Chen made headlines when it was revealed that he borrowed from 14 different loan sharks and had an outstanding debt of $9,000 when trying to start a Labubu business. First off, Labubu business venture my ass. This guy was a scalper, okay? Like, f this guy. Also, borrowing $9,000 just to buy a bunch of Labubus is a horrible idea. Much less doing it with a fucking loan shark. Like, they called him a shark for a reason, okay? Have you ever watched, like, any mafia movie ever? Tearing at your limbs and shit, or, like, throwing paint at you? Which is actually what happened here. And they also posted humiliating posters around his neighborhood to shame him and then tried to scare his mom into repaying his debt. And like with any trending product, there are bound to be a series of knockoffs. Bootlegs. Sailing to high seas for some fake Labubus.
Bada boom, Mr. Worldwide, when I step up in a room, darling.
These things are often tempting for people who want to get their hands on the real one but just can't afford it, and instead get some deceptively good-looking fake ones. In fact, it's even become a trend for people to show off their Lafufus, or fake Labubus. What is that? Like Caillou wearing a Labubu skin? And this trend is basically fans going around trying to find like the most cursed Labubus. And my god, some of these are horrific. $40 for this ugly Lafufu. This one looks like Megamind, okay? And Roarmart? Really? Like, who are you trying to fool here? And why do all these bald ones look like Caillou or Stewie Griffin? Also, I'm pretty sure all of these Labubus actually are bald if you like pull down their hair. Kind of like knock their wig off. Someone let me know if that's true. These ones are just, I hate that they're on all fours. Maybe that's what they mean when they say they're demonic, okay? Especially this one. Like, look at it. It lights up. And this one's just a plushie. I've seen many of these at street festivals lately. An attempt was made to cash in on Labubus, and they absolutely nailed it. Oh my god, that one is actually truly awful. Like, it looks like weird Barbie, like some toddler took a Sharpie and just like vandalized it. Can you imagine being tricked into buying one of these? Like you're on Temu and you find a Labubu for like $5 and it looks good when in reality it looks like shit and they're probably airbrushed the crap out of it on the photo, like giving them the old Mr. Beast thumbnail treatment. Labubus may be the literal demon child of the toy industry, and its invasion and becoming a place in our cultural phenomenon is nothing less than shocking, but also not really. This reminds me of the whole Furby and Beanie Baby craze that they had back in the 90s. You remember that? I sure don't. I'm pretty sure I either didn't exist or was a literal fetus back then. But everything that's been going on with Labubus, making something that's kind of just a dumb toy into something that's cool just for collectors to take over, and eventually ruining it for everybody, is a tale as old as time. It's just the same cycle over and over again. Anyways, I would love to hear your comments down below, and let me know which Labubu made you start hearing the voices. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or the Labubu will come after you. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video, okay? Peace!